Good morning and welcome back to the Livingston Parish News Morning Show. My name is McHugh David, publisher and editor of the news. Appreciate you joining us this morning. Do apologize for the delay. We had a little bit of, some pretty serious technical difficulties. Had to sub out the computer I used to take in the recording. So do apologize for that, but we are here this morning. Appreciate you joining us. If you're watching this live, if you are listening to this later, or watching it on YouTube, thanks for that as well. We do appreciate that. Nasty morning today. Let's jump into your traffic. Heavy delays starting at Sherwood Forest, moving all the way back to Range Avenue, stacking up, starting to get more towards Pete's Highway as well. Probably a lot due to that rain. Of course, heavy delays in and around some of the larger high schools in the area, as well as on 64 heading into Central. You're looking at some minor delays, but heavy delays if you take a left there on Greenville Springs. Minor delays starting to stack up because of the traffic on I-12 westbound at 190, 4H Club Road, and River Road. So keep that in mind in your morning commute. It's currently 58 degrees, 70 degrees is your high. However, 68 is your overnight low, and then we're going to be getting up into the upper 70s all week. What this weather's bringing through is some warmer weather or when I say weather, I mean rain. This is a front. It's bringing in some warmer weather. Right up until Saturday, going to be looking at some Saturday showers, probably going to lead to a drop in temperatures. But you are looking at a pretty beautiful week, but it is going to be warm. High 70s during the day, low 70s, high 60s at night. So please be prepared for that. A lot of swearings in going on right now as these politicians and new elected officials take their positions. On Friday, Mr. Brian Abels was sworn in as 21st Judicial District Court Judge, Division D. Still nailing that one. Here we are a few months later. He had a large ceremony at the courthouse. On Sunday, the parish council and parish president swore in at the parish council chambers. And this morning, the legislative body, which includes representatives, senators, and the governor, are going to be swearing in at the state capitol. They've got a whole event happening from about 7 a.m. up until noon. And then there'll be a reception after that. So congratulations to, having a little trouble getting picked up this morning. There we are. Congratulations to those officials. Strange sort of happenings over the weekend. A suspect is dead. Another one is in custody after a man and wife ran into a yard in their vehicle. The vehicle then got stuck and they could not get it out. They tried to then break into the house. Eventually they were run off. The wife left. The husband, tried to break back into the house where he was shot. He was transported to a local hospital where he was pronounced dead. The incident and how it all happened and why it happened is still under investigation by the sheriff's office. Some tough news for Juban Crossing as well on Friday. Cafe Americain announced on their Facebook page that they would be shuttering for good on Sunday. That announcement came on the wake of not a whole lot of traffic in the area. No, that's not Juban itself. Not a whole lot of traffic for the restaurant. A lot of Facebook comments and reviews said the food just didn't match the Baton Rouge location. A lot of folks throwing out some names of something to replace it. We'll see where that goes. Hopefully it can help them make up the difference that they're currently experiencing between what they owe, that would be what the development owes on a bond, technically the parish owes it, and what was actually paid this past year. You may remember the developer had to make up for $655,000 in a difference between what was collected in sales taxes and what was due on the bond. The school system is currently looking for business partners to come in and either do displays or presentations or hands-on activities or even just a door prize. They're going to be hosting the first ever STEAM Expo, which is science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. That will be at the new STEAM Center in Denham Springs. It will occur in March. Right now they're trying to drum up interest. On Friday, a lot of schools will be busing kids in for an initial presentation during most of the day. So if you are a presenter or an activity or something like that, you'll go all Friday and all Saturday. Friday evening is is a community open house, and Saturday is also a community open house. Anyway, if you are looking to participate in that, be a sponsor, be a presenter, anything like that, have some experience with science, tech, engineering, arts, or math, again, STEAM, please give Miss Nikki Laverne a shout at the Livingston Parish School Board. Brian Thomas, who is a a multi-sport athlete at Walker, which is in itself impressive at a 5A school, was named an honorable mention again for the Louisiana 5A All-State football team. So congratulations to Mr. Thomas, who is in the midst of they're having a pretty good basketball season again this year. Looking pretty prepped to make a good run in district, which will be kicking off here. Well, tipping off. There it is. Don't want to cross the sports euphemism. So district will be tipping off here pretty soon for both boys and girls basketball. They're looking to make a good run in the playoffs. There's also a ton of high school sports news that came up from Friday through Sunday. You can find it at www.livingstonparishnews.com/sports. Also online, you can find the high school and middle school honor bands, which for Livingston Parish, which were announced just last week. Congratulations to the young ladies and gents who made those two honor bands. You can find those full lists, www.livingstonparishnews.com/living. They will also be in next Thursday's paper. Coming up, well, before I get to that, there was a pretty cool surprise for a couple of local kids last week. Mr. Gerald Berthelot, who is a Black Hawk pilot, came home to surprise his kids, Kaylee and Blaze. Now, they are all Walker. It's a Walker resident, and those are Walker kids. And he surprised them at school, so it was a lot of fun. It was a big day for the Walker community. And it's always good to see these guys come home safely, and especially when they get to surprise their kids. So congratulations to the Berthelot family. I know it's always good to have those guys home. Congratulations to the Walker community for having a hometown hero come back and get to surprise his kids. One last time, we're going to check in on your traffic. It is heavy delays on I-12 westbound, starting at Sherwood, backed all the way up to Pete's Highway at this point. You're looking at some minor delays at 4-H Club Road, River Road, and 190 as folks try to avoid the interstate. Minor delays on 64 heading into Central with heavy delays if you take a left there on Greenville Springs. And, of course, some delays in and around the large high schools as folks drop their kids off at school. Want to let you guys know that we are going to be having Mr. Gary Frog Talbert on the show Wednesday morning. We're still trying to secure a couple other guests for this week. As soon as they are set in stone, we'll either announce it on Facebook or I'll let you know tomorrow. If I don't have a guest, I currently have a maybe, but don't want to throw it out there just yet, just in case he cannot make it. So again, one last time, my name is McHugh David, publisher and editor in the news. Appreciate you joining us this morning for the Livingston Parish News Morning Show. We come to you on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. We are once a week in print. We are also on online, www.livingstonparishnews.com. We also have an app that goes with our website that it works actually just like social media. It's just a scrolling timeline where you can look at all the content we're producing. Audio, video, articles, photo galleries, everything shows up there. Please remember that the LSU Tigers take on the Clemson Tigers tonight in New Orleans. If you didn't know, I'm sure most of you did. It's a big game. Will be interesting to see how that plays out. The quarterback, Mr. Joe Burrow, got to meet Drew Brees on Saturday. And if you haven't been watching them, I highly suggest you check out the LSU football page on Facebook. They have released a series of hype videos this year. There's a 3-part series for the national championship, and the last one is narrated by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. It's probably going to be pretty good. So thanks again. My name is McHugh David, publisher and editor of the news. Hope you stay dry today. Hope you have a great day. And if we do not have a guest tomorrow, we definitely have one Wednesday, and we have a potential for one Thursday and Friday. So please stay tuned. Have a great day.